All right, guys, I want to be able to explain our X and our Y coordinate points when we're rotating 90 degrees clockwise and we're rotating 90 degrees counterclockwise. And so, with this, I want to be able to just select a point, right? So I'm going to select a point at 1, 1. So there's been a lot of confusion with some people where they think this is the value of your coordinate point. No, you're substituting your coordinate point in for X and in for Y. You're not changing the sign of these. This is just your starting point. So it doesn't matter the sign of this starting point. This is just a starting point. And I'll go through an example here by using this 1, 1. So as I substitute in, I'm just saying it's at 1, 1. You know, I can use negative 1, 1. It doesn't matter. It's still going to be substituted in negative 1, 1, right? However, what I'm stating is when we're rotating 90 degrees in a clockwise direction, remember clockwise is this way, counterclockwise is this way, right? So if we're going to go clockwise first, and we're going to talk about it, what happens to this coordinate point when I rotate it to this point? What happens to those values? Well, Y is now negative, but X is still positive, right? And you notice as we rotate, the Y and the X switch locations. So our Y switch to here, our X switch to here. Now, when we go from positive, positive, now we go to negative, positive. So that means our Y value has to be negative. I know this says X, but this is in our location of our Y numerical value. And I'll go through a couple examples in a second just to kind of further explain that, right? So let's say, for instance, we have a coordinate point at 2, 3, and I want to rotate it in a clockwise direction, 90 degrees. So that means our X and our Y flip, and this is what I mean. We're starting from the origin. So we go up 2, and we go to the right 3. So now when we rotate down this way, that means we go to the right 2, and we go down 3, right? So that puts us at the coordinate point 2, negative 3. Well, remember, our Y was 2, our X was 3. So now our Y and X have switched. However, that numerical value is negative on this side. So that's how we got negative X. So when we flip the variables, we're flipping the numerical variable. Not necessarily, you know, X and Y, but we're flipping the numerical variable, numerical value. So since we went up 2 and to the right 3, now we go to the right 2 and down 3. So we have to make our numerical value negative here because Y is negative. And then we have to make our keep our numerical value positive, which is here. So we rotate it from 2, 3 to 2, negative 3, if that makes sense, right? So let me go ahead and change this to match it. So we went from 3, 2 to 2, negative 3, right? Similarly, if we did this in a counterclockwise direction, right? Taking the same coordinate point, we're taking 2, 3 and rotating this in a counterclockwise direction. So we take the coordinate point, 3, 2, and we rotate it in a counterclockwise direction where the variables are going to flip again. So we're going to have 2, 3. However, what's negative in this quadrant? Well, we know the variables flip. However, X is negative in this quadrant. So this sign is going to be negative so that we can have the proper notation, right? So when we do that counterclockwise rotation, it's going to negative 2, 3, right? So again, here we went up first and then to the right. Well, here we're going to go to the right first and then up, right? So in order to state that, we have to state that our Y numerical value is negative and our x numerical value is positive, and they flip through this transformation. Hopefully this helps. Please give me your questions, comments, and concerns about this problem.